There we go. Okay, so I demoed how to make your first link, and then pretty much from here on out, it is going to be adding link onto link. So it's pretty much repeats, but I'm going to give you a couple of pointers now on how to hold when you are adding onto links. Okay, so again, you're working with your 20 gauge. I think I can come back a little bit here. And you're going to make another coil. Thumb at the plier, making a break, so you end up with that nice kind of acute 90-degree angle. 90 degrees isn't acute, but I'm holding it here. I'm cinching that down so I get that curve setting in the wire. Okay. If you need to make it tighter, you can very gently kind of wrench it down. You want to be careful with this. All right, so there I am. I've got a pretty nice tight little circle there now. And now I'm holding it off the cross point, parallel to the wire there. You can see it. All right, a little bit past 90. All right, so now I'm bending at the wire. Wire is on, the wrap is on the base wire. I'm going to do a 3 wrap coil. Okay, so there's my coil. My eye is over my wire. I'm going to cut my flush cut. It's a little snaggy. I'm going to cut it again. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. All right. I'm going to put my bead on. Okay, so there I am there. All right. So now I'm doing my other side. Now I could be doing this linking on. I just kind of jumped in. So now I'm here. I've made my bend at the, use my finger as a break on the plier, made a sharp bend, bringing it around. Okay, so now we're getting our nice tight little eye. I can bring it down to that like so. All right. So now I'm at the point where before I make my coil, I want to link it to my next one, right? I've kind of made it touching here. All right, so I'm going to take that. I'll just link it onto here. And I'm linking on to my, so there I am. It's clicked on to there. Okay, so now I got to get my needle nose pliers tight in there, right? I'm not, because I don't want to distort this link, and I don't want to clamp on the crossover right there. So it's the same setup, but now I've got the other link in there. Okay, so I'm holding it, and now I'm wrapping. I gotta wrap 1, 2 wraps right on my base wire, and now I'm coming in on my 3rd, and that should wrap it tight to the bead. Again, you don't want any slack. The slack will make it bendy there. Okay. I can softly torque that. I'm just truing that up a little bit. Okay. If you find that, let's see if I can get this into focus. If you find that the edge of your plier is causing a little chewed up edge in your link, you can do a couple of things. You can either sand this edge down a little bit, which I don't really like to do because I like to keep my bends sharp. So you can make that a little bit softer, and that helps. Okay. Or a lot of people just put a little bit of masking tape, like blue tape, on the jaw of the plier. Like so. You put that in there like this, right? Tear that down. You got a little extra soft protection in there. And that can be really nice. You like mar free on your wire. All right. So that said, I've got my link on there. I'm now going to flush cut it. I might need to tuck it. Come on. All right, there's my flush cut. There's my tuck. Oh, I broke my bead. Wah, wah, wah. And that can happen. So what do? When you break your bead? You hope you have another bead. All right, and you cut it off. And you put on a new link. And this, it becomes scrap. You really won't be able to save it. To try and rework the wire when it's so tightly wound and stuff, it will never bend unless you anneal it, re-pull it through, and it just, for the most part, the production of that is too much. So that usually goes in the scrap pile. Okay, just work with new. Okay, wouldn't be wasting if you work in sterling. You'd melt that and make something else out of it. Okay, so you keep adding, linking your things on. Okay, sometimes people will make a series of links and then link these together with a jump ring. That's a possibility. Okay, know that when you are linking your links, every time you link, the axis of the links change. So this would not link together like that. This would link together perpendicularly. So that matters if you're dangling something. Sometimes you have to have an odd number so things dangle with the like the pendant face forward. Okay, so that's a consideration when you're dealing with chain. Okay, so we'll see how far you get making your chains, right? You usually need 5.5 inches to get a bracelet. Excuse me. You get 5.5. It takes about 5.5 inches to make a bracelet because a clasp usually takes up about 1 inch. And I'll show you how to make a little clasp, an S-hook clasp. Okay. All right, so that's that, and I hope you have fun with it. This can be really so fun to make. All right, tinkering with the wire. Have fun, y'all.